Tonight, we've confirmed that a snowmobiler who was injured in an avalanche Saturday afternoon has died. The Shoto newspaper is reporting that Teton County Sheriff Keith Van Setten said searchers recovered the victim who was injured in the avalanche in the Helena, Lewis, and Clark National Forest west of Shoto. The emergency call came in just after 4 p.m. on Saturday. At that time, more than 30 people responded to aid in the search. This afternoon, MTN spoke with one of those searchers involved in the recovery. He tells us that a party of 4 snowmobilers were traveling in the South Waldron Creek area when a large slide was triggered. 2 of those snowmobilers were involved in the slide. The victim of the avalanche was completely buried. Searchers say these were experienced snowmobilers, and they were riding in a popular area about 40 minutes off Teton Canyon Road. The name of the victim has not yet been released. And while the government shutdown continues, some Montana residents are stepping up to make sure Yellowstone National Park stays clean and open for business. MTN's John Shear followed a volunteer cleanup crew in the northern part of the park and shows how they start their Sunday. But that'll be after the break. On January 3rd, a petition letter was sent to the Crow Tribal Secretary to remove Chairman Not Afraid and Secretary Old Crow. The Crow Tribal Chair says an attempt to remove him from office is not in line with the tribe's constitution. Chair Alvin Not Afraid Jr. says Vice Chair Carlson goes ahead and Vice Secretary Sean Backbone drafted and signed the letter. According to a news release, the Crow Tribe's legal counsel advises the letter does not comply with the Constitution. Not Afraid also says the letter does not have specific allegations.
I am an administrator of due process. I have no problem with anybody trying to attempt any action. The issue I have with it is that the implementations that they're trying to press are not valid. Just like in a court setting, there's evidence, different exhibits that demonstrate, say, foul play, so forth. But in this case, it's not. It's just a letter addressed for a recall.
And Chairman Not Afraid says removal from office will not be scheduled at the General Council meeting on January 19th. We left messages but have not heard back from either Vice Chair Goes Ahead or Vice Secretary Backbone. Well, it's no secret tensions run high when the talk of trade comes up, especially among American farmers. But despite the recent hurdles, there is good news from Montana barley growers. Governor Steve Bullock recently signed a trade relationship agreement with the Mexican Craft Brewers Association. This memorandum of understanding hopes to promote continued collaboration between the group and Montana's barley growers. And not only does the understanding give Montana farmers some positive news in a time of increased tariffs, it also demonstrates an act of free trade.
We're really good at doing something here, growing barley, malting barley, and our brewer friends in Mexico are really, really good at making delicious beers, and we want those beers.
Well, thanks for watching the 5:30 News. After the break, we give you this week's financial news and how cell phone apps can help you keep your financial resolutions for the new year. And later in sports, it's one of the biggest questions in athletics right now. Should you focus on one sport in high school or play multiple? We dive into the conversation after the break. But first, let's check in with Connor Pregitzer over in the Weather Center.
You're watching MTN News with Zoe Zandora, Storm Tracker Weather with Connor Pregitzer, and Sports with Casey Conlon. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.